Marvel has 8 one-shots. Seriously, I didn't even know they had that many. But I'm going to rank them in order from my least favorite to my favorite, kind of in hopes that Marvel will create more. Yeah. So, in 8th place, I have Team Daryl. Okay. So, here's the thing. I wasn't particularly fond of Daryl in the Team Thor ones. He was fine, but ultimately could care less about him. Definitely could care less about Grandmaster. So putting the two of them together, I was like, why is this a thing? Now, it was funny. I will give it that. But ultimately, it's at the bottom because I don't care about these people. I just don't care about these people. So, yeah, Team Daryl is in 8th place. In 7th place, I have The Consultant. Now, this one was a really odd one, and I thought about putting it below Team Daryl and having it in last place because there really wasn't much to it. Like I love Coulson, and Coulson was in this. But it was like, oh yeah, we need the consultant. Okay, Tony Stark goes to Ross for some reason. I think it was to prevent Abomination from becoming an Avenger. I don't know. But we didn't see much of the conversation between Ross and Tony. We didn't see much of a conversation between Coulson and Sitwell. So the consultant existed, and that's all I got to say about that. In 6th place, I have Team Thor Part 2. Now, this is a case of what worked in Part 1 got really old in Part 2. And I don't care, honestly. It was fun, so it's got that going for it, but ultimately, by the end of Part 1, I was already sick and tired of the bit, and then they decided to continue it in a Part 2, which I'm not sure why. So, yeah, Team Thor Part 2 is in 6th place. But in 5th place, we have Team Thor Part 1. It was funny. It was. But it went on slightly too long. I don't know. I wasn't feeling the Team Thors, and it's weird because I love Thor, but Team Thor Part 1 was funny for the first couple minutes, and then got old quickly, and they just continued doing it. So, yeah, Team Thor Part 1 is in 5th place. In 4th place, I have Item 47. Now, to be honest, I was not prepared to enjoy this one. I looked at it, and I was like, I don't know what this is about. I don't know if I'm going to care. And I kind of didn't care, but it was entertaining. Watching these two random people who find, Item 47 from the Battle of New York and decide we're going to go rob banks and get money. It was bizarre, but it was kind of good in a weird way. I don't know. I enjoyed it. So, yeah, that's why Item 47 is in 4th place. In 3rd place, I have All Hail the King. This one was really kind of fun, and I wasn't prepared to love it. And I think that's sort of the running theme with Item 47 and All Hail the King is, I'm not prepared to love these, and then I do, and maybe that influenced why they end up higher on the list. But yeah, just seeing Trevor Slattery after he posed as the Mandarin, and then it's like, oh yeah, the Mandarin, he wants his name back and everything like that, and it's like, ooh. And then Marvel subsequently did nothing with that until Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings, and then even still then, not much. But I am relieved kind of that Trevor Slattery was in Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings to kind of carry that through from All Hail the King. So yeah, All Hail the King is in third place. I don't know. But in second place, I have A Funny Thing Happened on the Way to Thor's Hammer. Now, like I said, I love Coulson, so this one was just fun with Coulson just being, you know, kind of amazing. Like, in the movies particularly, I mean, we got to see a lot more of it in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., but in the movies, Coulson doesn't really do much. Like, he's sort of like sidekick, and so to get him to like to be able to get to see him like actually put his skills to work was really kind of amazing. And I mean, it was funny, it was action packed, and it was short. Really, like so yeah, I mean, I just really loved A Funny Thing Happened on the Way to Thor's Hammer. But alas, in first place, I have Agent Carter. The one shot, not the series, although the series probably would be there too. But I love Peggy Carter. Like, truly love Peggy Carter. So getting to see her sort of almost in the place of where she was in terms of Agent Carter season 1, like where she's invisible to everybody. Like, she's working in a predominantly male field and she's just invisible, and she gets this mission. She's not supposed to go on this mission, but she's like, you know what? I got this. I can do this. So she goes and she kicks butt. And then I loved it. I love it. Yes, so Agent Carter one shot is in first place. Now, this is just my ranking, and I know that my ranking is very bizarre and probably not how everybody else's ranking looks. So I am really curious to hear what your ranking of the Marvel one-shots is. If you don't want to go through all 8 of them, just let me know which one's your favorite, which one's your least favorite, and why. Because I am really curious to hear what everyone's opinions are on the one-shots. Thanks for watching the video. Don't forget to subscribe if you want more Marvel content.